Hi students, today we are going to study about application specific integrated circuits. Okay, so this is a integrated circuit that is used for some particular application. Okay, so this can be considered as a replacement for existing general purpose processors. Okay, so this ASIC is used for some specific applications. So, application specific integrated circuit is a circuit or is a microchip that is designed for performing a specific or unique application. Okay, so it can be used as a replacement for our GPU or general purpose processors. Okay, so if we don't want to use GPU and we have a particular application we have to perform, at that time we will use this ASIC or ASIC or application specific integrated circuit. Okay, so in an ASIC we can integrate several functions. Okay, because inside the ASIC there is a memory. Okay, so inside the ASIC there is a memory, so we can store a program into the memory of the application specific integrated circuit. Okay, so that program that we are loading into the ASIC will be a specific program. Okay, so by using that ASIC we can reduce, okay, the system cost. Okay, so we can integrate so many functions inside a single chip. Okay, so we can reduce the system cost by doing so. Okay, and most of these ASIC based products are proprietary products or pre-designed product. We will not be able to change these programs that is present inside the ASIC. Okay, so the peculiarity of this ASIC is it will consume very low area. A small area will be consumed by the ASIC. Okay, so it can save some space inside the embedded system. Okay, so it also helps the programmer or the developer or the embedded system developer to reduce the area of the components that is present inside the embedded system. Okay, so the main advantage of this ASIC are its high capability and high functionality. Okay, so this ASICs can be predefined for specific applications. Okay, or it can be custom fabricated. It can be either predefined program can be used inside this ASIC, or during the time of manufacturing also this program can be dumped into this ASIC, or based on the requirement of user. Okay, so we can fabricate it. Okay, if we are using like that, it will be reusable. Okay, so that type of ASIC consists of library of components for some customers application. Okay, so this is the peculiarity of application specific integrated circuit. So application specific integrated circuit is a replacement for our general purpose processors, and it is a very small size chip. Okay, so during the time of fabrication itself we can program, we can use a pre-programmed ASIC, or we can use a custom fabricated component or a building block. Okay, so this is the diagram of an application specific integrated circuit. Okay, so this is a mixed signal ASIC. Okay, this is an example for a mixed signal ASIC. So what is called a mixed signal ASIC? Mixed signal ASIC is capable of processing analog input and digital input, or it can provide analog output and digital output. Okay, so that is a peculiarity of mixed signal application specific integrated circuit. As we can see, it is a very small IC. Okay, so there are components that are present inside the IC that is capable of performing analog operations. Okay, analog operation can be performed using these analog circuits. And we have EEPROM, that is electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. Okay, so this ASIC can be either custom made or pre-programmed. Okay, so when you are purchasing a electronic system or an embedded system, so there may be a custom made ASIC or a pre-programmed ASIC. Okay, so if you want to alter some program, or if you want to alter the firmware that is present inside the ASIC, then also it is possible. How it is possible? So we can change the program that is present inside the EEPROM. Okay, and we will write a new program into that EEPROM, and the system will function according to the new program. So that is the peculiarity of this ASIC. Okay, so it is a mixed signal ASIC. So another part of this ASIC is a digital unit. So it is capable of performing operation on digital data also. Okay, next it consists of IO circuits. Input output circuits are there. Okay, so these input output circuits, through these input output circuits, we can give inputs to the ASIC and we can take output from the ASIC. Okay, so every time using this EEPROM we can change the program. Okay, so what is the peculiarity of EEPROM? So EEPROM means electrically erasable. So when we apply an voltage, the content of this ROM will be removed. Okay, so and we can add new content to this EEPROM. Okay, so these are the peculiarities of ASIC. Okay, next is how this ASIC is fabricated. How we fabricate this application specific integrated circuit. Okay, so the fabrication of this ASIC requires a non-refundable investment or non-recurring engineering charges, NRE charges, okay, for the process of technology and the configuration expenses. Okay, so while we are manufacturing, the company has to provide an initial investment or non-recurring engineering charges, okay, to develop the technology and to develop the configuration of this ASIC. Okay, so this non-recurring engineering charges, okay, is borne by the third party. Okay, and the application specific integrated circuit will be available open in the market. Okay, so we can purchase this application specific integrated circuit, okay, if you want. Then we can program it and we can incorporate this into our embedded system. That is one option is there. Okay, so if you are purchasing a application specific integrated circuit and we are going to program that application specific integrated circuit, then this ASIC is referred to as ASSP, that is application specific standard product. Okay, so this ASSP is marketed or given to different customers. Okay, then these customers can purchase, or these customers may be manufacturers of some embedded systems. They will purchase and they will write their own program or firmware into that ASIC, and they will develop a new embedded system using this ASIC. Okay, so these customers, they will write their own program and they will write their own firmware for the embedded system. Okay, but some type of ASICs are proprietary products. Okay, so they come with a code. Okay, so if the developer is not interested in revealing the internal details, so what is the code that is present inside the ASIC, then what happens, the developer will write a code inside the ASIC and they will directly send this ASIC into the market. Okay, so either it will come as blank or it will be pre-programmed. Okay, so in two ways we can find ASIC in the market. So we can purchase an ASIC without a program, or we can purchase an ASIC with a program. Okay, both options are available. Okay, so thank you for listening to this lecture.